Hi everyone, welcome to Entertainment Channel. I'm Yom. I'm excited to have you with me today. I'm often talking about web, blockchain, and AI. Today's topic is modern Node.js development in 2024. And what is the new thing here? Since Node.js 18, we had a lot of good thing about fetching native support in Node.js, native loading and file, and also something amazing like simplified testing with Node text. So this is all about for topic today. Before jumping to the demo, let's look on the release version. So if you know that we had the 18, 20, a long-term support version, which means you have both fixing and release on 18 and 20. And the current version is 21 and 22. And at the time I'm recording this video, the latest for 20 20 13.1 and 18 18.20 and .2. So if you use Node.js, I would suggest you should use at least 18 or 20 for your production application. This is a repository I create for this video. It's called Modern Node.js 2024. You can find it easily from my GitHub repository. And the first thing you need to do is clone, then you run npm install. So that will set up everything for you. And there a demo I already record, so you can see it before you let the try on your machine. So for example, this is native fetching from Node.js 18, or you can read and find easily. So now you can use that dash and dash file, and you get a file. It will read the file and find value and use it on your application. Or you don't need to use Vite or any testing library, because now it's had built-in node test, and you can use the command not that dash test to run your testing. Also, this is the new thing it just added recently on Node 22. It's called Node the dash run. So this is a task runner, which means if you have the script and you define task command, you can do node dash run and you get a script name. This is script name, all right? And something is still experimental at the time record this video. Is called permission model. This is the thing when the node come out, they say, oh, Node.js is not secure. We do something for you and we need to get a permission to access a file, to access a network, or write a file, anything, etc. So right now, Node.js, they are working on similar feature, and this called permission model. And if you want to try, you can run this node that dash permission, that experimental dash permission, and you get a file and we see the result right away. For example, here, and this error when you access to the file and it didn't give the access. So if you want, you does not allow, let's for this case, allow file read FS, which means file system read. Another amazing thing happened also in Node 22. You can import the ESM module from CommonJS. You know that this is the thing happen, the good and the bad about this one. If you working on the ESM module, you can import CommonJS or ESM easily. But from CommonJS, you cannot import ESM module. However, with Node.js 22, this can happen right now. So for this example, I give you a symbol file. This is the CommonJS file. And you can import the file, and this is the command. If you don't use the data experiments or require module, you're gonna see the error on the terminal like the record here. So it's example I also had the README file to explain where it happened, how to use the resources. I can show you easily here. So you see this structure. We had N file and each folder. The structure is the same. This on also had one README file, one package JSON, and one NVMe IC. The NVMe IC here we define what is the version you need to run on that folder. And you can use any Node.js package manager to switch version easily. I'm gonna show you right away, but before jumping, I just give you a little bit of overview. And that's, for example, this is the file. So you can see this is the file, and I say this is ESM module. The version is running is Node.js 20. And also on file nvm IC, I also define what is the version. So it's easy to jump on the file. And for example, this is the end file and local. So on the index file, I put the uses for this one. If you want to run, you can cd to the folder. So assemble and then you run node dash that end file and you can run this file. So at this moment, you're gonna see the result on console easily. All right, let's see in action about this one. So this is a README file. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 example on this repository, and we can run one by one on my terminal. So the first one I'm gonna try is fetching, and you see here, this is not yet 18 because I have the NVM IC. So this file is to tell you what is the version I'm using, and I use APN use. This is the Node.js version manager on my machine, and you can use anything similarly, like for example, NVM or AIM or Vodka, any tune you want. So for me, I use FNVM, and I already have set on myself, which means whenever I cd to the folder and it will help me to change the version. For example, now if I move to N file, now you see here, because I had a different file, NVM IC, so it is 20.6.0, so it will switch version easily, and that helped me a lot. So first one, and this example is we read the from the file, so that's I had n local. I'm gonna read file and or did the fetch don't have n file, so this is say correctly. So this fetch here I just run, not I gonna cast index file. So the users here, the first line we say how I gonna run on this one. So this say you not index file, so I can run this easily. And right, you see this one, you can run fetch, and you don't need any import from any fetcher library like ICR or not fetch for Node.js. Now it's a built-in function from Node.js 18. Good, that's a good thing. The next example here, read end file. So I need cd, the same thing, I need cd to the example, and then it should switch to Node 20.6. So this is a version you can use this feature natively without the experimental flag, and I can end of local. So this is how I define the GitHub username, and similarly I can have the index file. So that the first the uses. So this is how I can use this one. I can copy this one, I can run this, and now voila, you see this one, you see the response. So it's give the risk from end file process.end.github user name. Then it got my username and return result from GitHub IBR. Good. Let's moving on the next example. So next example is about the testing with not test. What should we do now? Yeah, correct. We just need to cd the test runner. And for this one, I also had the same thing. With this, it's a stable version on 20. So this is the version right now. From 20, when you run this one, you can check out the package here. So what did I do here? So you see here, I had two options. I can run test, ambient run test, or I can run command directly. So for the testing here, I can run ambient run test, good, or I can run node test. Similarly, this is the default output from space, but you can get different. So for example, here, if I run test with reports, so you can get different the reporter, and this is the default. And now let's look on the syntax how it look like. You can see here, so this is the test file. It's quite simple. You just run not data reduces. And we import the try and is from nodejs, and you can run access to access result and build a simple validate email function. It will get the input and it will return true or false. Is that a valid email address or it's not a valid? So this is checking the rest return of this one with the value. So it's quite simple. All right. Before I talking about not the last run command, let me show you about the documentation. It's very important here. We need to understand this is unstable 1.1 active development, not Node 2 yet, and also they had an intention of limitation. This uses is not replacement, is not matching for any behavior for npm run or any run command from package manager. So which means sometimes you're gonna see some report like this one up to Node.js team because it's not much the behavior when people think, oh, I can use this one to replay npm run, but not now. That's not the right way. And the team is already at the time I'm recording this video. It's a limitation, so they have some intentional limitation. All right. So how do we do this one? We can cd example and we go to task runner and we can see the nvm IC. So the version right now I using 22.1. And when you have this one, you, we can have I show you the index file first. Similarly, I can have as package user. So I have the server file, not the index file. So for this one, so if I open the server file, so you see here, so the usage here is just not that run star. You have two options. You can use ambient run star this, or you can use not that run star. So I can run ambient run star. Yes, server star, or you can use not that run star. Similarly, same usage, but you will see this is faster when the time you're running. The next tool is about the experimental flash. So just first thing is the permission model. So I can cd to assemble permission model. So the permission model. So if I open the file here, so I can see this is the way you do. You can run nodes and you can run that file. If you run this command, you're gonna see the error is access to this API has been registered because on the example here, I had import the file system from Node, then I read the file, and this is when you give the file, it will say, okay, you need to give me permission before you access the file, and if you return directly, it's having file also. But now, when you enable the permission, so you need to see exactly what the permission you allow to run with this script. So which we say that you can run those, and then you can does allow. So this is where we want to say I want to say read anything under current folder, and this is the script you're running. So this is the file index file ds. So you see now it's queue with the permission read the file. And secondly, this is import another experimental feature. So if I cd to import is same, I clear this one much easier. So now we are on 20, right? Good. Now what I can read here, this package vision file. So I also define the entry to make sure when you run this one, it's the correct version. When you run node indexes, this is CCS with common.js file. This will throw error because on this file, let me cast this CTS. This is the common.js and it's you require, and it require the library lib.mjs, so I can add this one lib.mjs. So this file here is just a function and it's under MCS with ESM module. And now we are recalling the file from ESM. We know this what happened. However, we also 20 and 22. I know that's 22. Yes, and 22. You if you run this command now, you see this one. This is the random number between 0 and 1000, and this is the number. And then you can see the when it's run strip, it run first, then it's set the warning because this is experimental warning. All right, I think this is pretty much what I had on this report. If you find something useful I didn't put on this one, or any or anything you found is interesting and you want to put on this PR, you are welcome. Also, on the demo here, I want to highlight one thing very important. Well, on this example, I had a README file, and then I point to the PR because the PR here is actually when it's happened, who is the author of the PR, and what the effort to do this one. Also, good article, for example, this one. This one will help you like so have the idea how it's being supported, what is the version, and how can you this one, or you can you Node.js from like version 21. You can lost and find like same thing you do with .env package. So you can get an end file to get the value. So similarly, you can guess I had another fetching. So on the fetch readme file, I point to the readme from Node.js team. So you can see what the history of this function. Also, import ESM common.js. So you can see this appear when this happened. And the one good newsletter from Vice, the UI.dev newsletter, my favorite one. I was to get to you to subscribe to this newsletter. And this highlight the feature, explain the overview of the latest version. And you can see their motivation also. The same thing with the permission model. So this is the initial PR, and this is the latest documentation. This is special one, so let me open this one and look about this one. So the permission here. The first thing when you read the documentation, you see the deprecate with me is will be deprecate, right? The only one thing you can try right now to see the process by permission. And when you read the Node.js documentation, you need to notice the stability, and if that zero, which means 50 breakers, and you shouldn't use that one. And they have stable 2, stable 3. So each feature they had a different stable. So if you use something is under experimental, which means still early, so you shouldn't use that on production. But something it move to stable, too stable, which means it's good because it's compatibility with the NPM ecosystem. All right. So you can see this one, a lot of something happened. It's still experimental 1 or 1.1. It's still active development. And the permission right now is, so this is permission. So you see this one and you need to get the idea. Then the second thing, when you do something, you see this 1.1 is still active and it knows move to 2. So shouldn't use that on person, yes. But you can try it right now under the flashlight experiment, and this give you a view of what does it mean and how do you use that in your application. Like you can access to project dot permission and you get the permission as like file system right, and you return you true or false on the permission you want to check. So this is the good thing you need to reach and get the idea. I also you should get you search on YouTube or check on the description about this link from Master Cleaner. He do a very good demonstration for Node.js. What is the new thing? What is the improvement? What is the new feature with Node.js? Another good thing I also found from internet is this video from bench host. It's explained what is the new with Node.js, and you don't need a lot of library. You don't need a dot and file doing fetch library, or you don't need and the mockup to do the test. All the built-in Node.js right now. Just to get to take a look of short video because it is amazing on the explanation. Thank you everyone. If you have any feedback or you want to get from me on this video content, let me know in the comment. See you next time. Bye bye.